Hey guys, welcome to Guitar with Ed. I see my last video was shared pretty good and went around Facebook. So please keep sharing. The idea of this stuff is that A, help guys who can't afford lessons and stuff, and B, is to show I've got more to teach than just beginner stuff. I can help any beginner out, but I can help you get to, well, as a country player I can help you out to get to professional level, even as a rock or jazz player. I've had a couple of my students go on to York University and London Western. Today we're going to talk about B minor chords. But first, if you got any questions, feel free to leave comments such like that on my Facebook or on my YouTube or whatever you're watching this on. Hopefully they get back to me and I can help you out. Questions, comments, topics you'd like me to cover. I've been playing I've been performing for 28 years, and I've been playing for like 32 years of my life. And I've done everything: jazz, rock, country, blues, heavy metal. I played for a few weeks in a circus. So I've got lots of experience for you to draw upon. So this is about really me giving lessons in Brantford and trying to drum up students in a different kind of way. And to show I'm not just about making money, I'm giving away free information, right? So here we go, guys. Today we're going to talk about this, this big bad boy that everyone hates, B minor. Oh, I'm out of the frame. B minor. There we go. That everyone hates. Notice I'm pushing two fingers. But anyways, that's another lesson. We're going to go down to this B minor, because I'm kind of targeting you singers and you people learning how to play guitar right now and stuff. And this is the one chord I find when I'm teaching beginners that stops everyone dead in their tracks, really. So we're going to talk about this big bad boy B minor. So the first thing to remember is stay relaxed. Don't fight yourself to get to the guitar in the first place. That's a mistake I watch 90% of my beginners do. Adults or kids, everyone's in this whole trying physically. That's the wrong approach. Just get your finger there. So start off with finger number one, right? If you watch my exercise videos and technique and stuff. So finger number 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna take finger number 1 and bar, but you have to keep your thumb more behind that finger. It's a little different for each person, but it's point load. If you watch Mike Holmes, it's point load. One point has to match up to the other. You can't have this stuff or your floor is gonna topple. So what we're gonna do is take your first finger and just straighten it out. Leave some room. Don't go like this because your fingers are up here and useless as a guitar player. It's okay if you're gonna beat someone with your guitar, but like this is not good. So take your Peter pointer, finger number 1, and lay it across the strings. Don't even squeeze. Just put your thumb on the back of the neck so you're just touching it. And I'm going to have to get a third camera here to show the back of the neck at some point. Anyways, you're going to lay your finger across the strings. Don't even press. Don't cover all 6 strings for this guy, because we don't need all 6 strings. You're wasting your energy up here. And you're going to need that later on. So come on down and just press from the first string down. That's where you want to cover, is that. And then take these other fingers, finger number 2 and 3 and 4, and you got to get them in position. So it's different for each person a little bit which order they like to get down. But what you need to do is get these two to move like one finger. So I would put these guys down both at the same time, right on top of each other. And have them touching each other as well. Touching. Have them touching each other. Because when they're like that, they'll support each other as opposed to being all wonky on their own kind of thing. You know, we're always stronger in groups, even fingers. So what you want to do is lay your finger across lightly. Place these 2 fingers on the proper strings, 3rd and 4th finger. Put them together, sister them like 2x4. Middle finger should want to drop once you do this. As soon as you put these guys here, this guy wants to fall. It's just a matter of you controlling a little bit where it falls. But all of this with no energy. Just practice making this without any energy. And then you apply your pressure with your thumb and your fingers and squeeze from both back and front. And you should have a note or a chord. Should all ring nice. If it's not, it's probably because you got your hand on some kind of weird angle and stuff, and don't get into all this stuff because it's not going to work. You have to bring the guitar to you, which is why I cross my legs a lot of times to bring the guitar up. But if you're making it this far into the video, here's there's a little known B chord, a B minor chord that a lot of people don't know. And I find this is great for beginner students. And I use it all the time in fingerstyle guitar and everything. So this guy, what you're going to do is you're going to put your first finger, Peter pointer, on the 5th string, on the 2nd fret. 0, 1, 2. And then you got to kind of turn your arm a little bit sideways to make this happen so you can fit everything in such a small space. But you're going to take finger number 2 here and stick it on the 3rd string, 3rd string, and on the 2nd fret. So now you have 2 fingers on top of each other, almost looking like some weird A7th chord, but 1 string out. So now that leaves your 3rd finger, your ring finger, and you're going to put that over here on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. And notice I am not playing anything on the 4th string. And what you don't want to do is curl. Mostly you do want to curl on a guitar when you're playing so you can let strings ring. Right now we're using improper technique to be proper, and you're going to flatten out your 1st finger a little bit. Not enough to make a note on that string, but enough to get that. It deadens it. The jazz guys use this all the time. And suddenly, if you only play those 4 strings, you got a nice sounding B minor 7th chord. That'll work beautifully with almost anything you're going to do. Almost. Once in a while you need to get this. But this will work for you 9 times out of 10. And you can even hit the high E string and it turns it into a E minor 11th, I believe. So, and for the theory heads that are going, that's not a B minor chord. Well, here's the thing. 1st finger is on your root. You're skipping your 4th string, so there's nothing there. Your 3rd string, what you're playing here is an A note, right? So that's your flatted 7th going on here. And then you have your 3rd of the note of the chord, on your ring finger on the 2nd string. And so you got root, flat 7th, 3rd, and if you get crazy, you can add your 11th, sure. Depends on the song. That's a 2-taste thing. It works in some and it's not so cool in others. And you get this where you can strum. And I don't know if you guys can see this in the little cam I got going on here. The other the hidden trick that a lot of guys don't talk about here is this. I'm not on the very edge of my 1st finger curling. I'm on an angle and, hold on a second, I'm going to squeeze hard to make lines. If you can see the line on this finger, it is not on my fingertip. It's further down here. That dent I just squeezed into my finger. And the dents never go away, so just get used to them. So by doing this, I'm not only muting this 4th string, I'm also muting this 6th string as well. So now I've only got, well, 1, 2, so I only got 1, 2, 3, and 4 possibly if I put the high E string in ringing, and I'm controlling what else is going on. And so now you're free to strum with this hand, and if you get sloppy, that's okay as long as you imply this muting technique. And so to give you an example, we're going to go to the key of G and play G, A minor, B minor, and a C, but I'm going to use a C add 9. This guy looks like a small G chord. It's very pretty. It sounds like a C chord. It is a C chord. Or you can play C add 9 like this. It depends on your choice. We're going to use it in a song here quickly. And there you go, folks. There's B minor. There's your project for the weekend. Become one with B minor, and you'll be at peace when you're trying to learn all these country songs in G. Or in A, which it keeps popping up, and you won't avoid B minor. It's going to keep coming at you. So maybe one day we'll talk about F. Anyways, thanks for listening to my long-winded spiel here, guys. And if you like what I'm doing, please share, please like it, and all that jazz. Subscribe if you're on YouTube on the corner. I think it's outside. And please pass the word around. I'm looking to give lessons here in Brantford. Please get in contact with me here on Facebook, and I'll see what I can work out going to your place, or you come into my studio here, my private little studio, and see what we can do for you. Thanks. Have a great weekend.